In February of this year, this object was not here. It was just, piece of forest here. Then we started building the pyramid with no plans, just with what I had in my mind. So I was instructing my workers what they need to do. So we built this pyramid, and these are the principles that we use. Number one, this is four-sided pyramid, so it is regular pyramid. Number two, it has perfect orientation. South, north, east, and west. We even brought the geodesists to do the measurement to make sure that it is perfectly oriented. The next thing, in the walls and the foundation, we have about 250 kilos of the quartz crystals from the tunnel. 250 kilos. And that's the reason why we call this structure green crystal pyramid. The next thing, numbers 3, 6, and 9. Nikola Tesla, 120 years ago, said, if you only knew the magnificence of numbers 3, 6, 9, then you would have the key to the universe. Actually, most of the processes in the universe can be expressed by this formula, 3, 6, 9. So where are those numbers? Triangle, 3 sides, number 3. Number 3, number 3, number 3, number 3, 4 times number 3. Number 6, when you get inside, you will see the support wall. 6 meters by 6 meters by 6 by 6, 4 times 6. And number 9, outside edges. The length at the base, 9 meters by 9 meters by 9 by 9. 4 times 9, 3 times 4, 12. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and so on. This is the formula that we used and we applied here. The next thing you will see inside, we applied some of the ancient Chinese knowledge, their science and art, which is known under the name Feng Shui, or commonly Feng Shui. I'll explain when you get inside. The next thing, you will see inside some crystals, we'll talk about when we get there. And other things also are on inside. What is outside, here we can see a symbol for the peace. Symbol being developed 50 years ago, remember the Cold War, which was then accepted in the US, especially during the wall protests in the 1960s against the war in Vietnam. So, peace. Human society in the last 8,000 years of the recorded history has had 15,000 wars. 15,000 wars. So this is what we do. This is what we've been doing for the longest time. This is us. This is our society. This is where we start. Okay, as we move on, the next billboard is showing the orientation to the cardinal points. So we just take one cardinal points. No, I'm sorry. These are modern pyramids. I'm sorry. That's the third one. Now here, the second billboard is about the pyramids in modern times where they are built. One of the best known is, of course, the Louvre pyramid in Paris, where it is part of the museum exhibition officially. Of course, we know that Illuminati built it, but that's the other story. Then we have one in Astana, Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is a huge country in the Central Asia. In Pyongyang, in Northern Korea, unfinished hotel. Of course, the best known hotel in pyramid shape is Hotel Luxor in Las Vegas. The last photo here is showing the pyramid in Bangalore, actually near Bangalore, about 25 kilometers, built by our friend Patriji. Patriji is Indian guru. He comes here every year in Bosnia also. And he built pyramid 7 years ago to host 5,000 people to meditate at the same time. So pyramids in India, several hundreds of them, huge of them. The biggest, it's not the biggest one, the bigger one is for 6,000 people, exclusively for meditation. Meditation, very important. It's not only just close your eyes, relax. It is about getting clarity in your life and making proper decisions. And some others. Fitness club in Russia, in Tirana, Albania, built by their communist leader, Enver Hoxha, and some others. Residential areas like in Chicago, the Golden Pyramid was built as the residence for the Musa. White Pyramid in Tomsk. There is a complex which is being built by our friend Valery Uvarov. It's supposed to be 33 pyramids. They have 17 so far, and it is financed and owned by the guy who's the local owner of 54 food stores. Vlad is his name. He has in the basement like a storage for the food that he sells in his stores. This is me and Valery. So the pyramids, they've been built in the last few decades, and people use them for different purposes. And now we are coming to the orientation. Now remember, last night I mentioned that until Bosnian pyramids, the best orientation was the Great Pyramid of Egypt. Error from the perfect north, 0 degrees and 3 minutes. This is the second largest, Khafre or Kefren. Error from perfect north, 0 degrees, 3 minutes. This is the third one on the Giza Plateau, Mykarinos, 0 degrees, 18 minutes. Even 18 minutes is a perfect orient, it's 0 degrees. Only 18 minutes, it's a fraction of 1 degree. In Saqqara, Djoser's Pyramid, 3 degrees. Error. Meidum, 0 degrees, 18 minutes. Bent Pyramids in Dakshur, 0 degrees, 12 minutes. Beautiful Red Pyramid, my favorite in Egypt, 0 degrees, 5 minutes. So we can see that the major pyramids there have really perfect orientation. The Bosnian Pyramid of the Sun, this northern side, which we visited yesterday, 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 12 seconds. A fraction of 1 minute. That's the most precise on the planet. Why is that important? I think I mentioned that already. That Egyptologists or archaeologists never talk about it. I mean, they have perfect orientation of their major pyramids. They don't even mention it. Why? Because they don't know why is it so perfectly oriented.
And what for?
When they don't know, they will start telling you stuff about the religious this, religious that, sacrifices. Forget that. Leading independent figures, Hancock, Schock, Bouval, all others, they never mention that. They don't know. No engineering minds, no knowledge about our planet and about energies. Well, our planet is the energy ball. The two strongest energy movements, energy flows, north-south. Second one, east-west. Build a pyramid, perfectly oriented, north-south, east-west. It initiates the movement of the energy inside the pyramid. Now, on the next few posters, you will be able to see the chronology, how we were building it. It took us from February until beginning of September. It was a big work. Doesn't look like, but bulldozer, clearing, preparing the land. Geodesist, getting this orientation done. Marking, digging for the foundation, metal net, insulation. This is the quartz crystals from the tunnels. So probably those days you'll have some time to see all other vendors that have beautiful crystals from caves around. This is how it looks like, the crystals from the tunnels. Sun is here overviewing the work. By the way, his left pawn is swollen, so my wife took him to the vet this morning.
Oh.
The walls, and now this is now here we have metal for electromagnetism and the concrete. Now look at the concrete. I mean, it was pretty demanding, to build all of this. It took us time. First, the rough concrete has to be rather dry, because if it is watery, then everything will come down. So it has to be actually very dry. And we had 10 people, doing it. And then once we did it like a rough surface, 3 times we were coming back, building, repairing, making it flat. 3 times. Alright, until we got pretty smooth surface. It's not 100%, but it is pretty smooth comparing to what we had in the beginning. So this was a big work, and then of course inside insulation, very important, otherwise you're going to have, humidity and stuff like that. So crystals inside, this is April, this is May, June, July, August. Now here is the second symbol. Remember the first one was peace. Once we have peace, then we can start loving each other. So love. And this symbol here for love is a runic symbol. Rune. This is how they show love. And the third one here tells us what we need to do with our lives. We need to live in joy and happiness. Joy. By the way, what we are building right now over there will be a summer house. Open walls with the roof and places to sit, meditate, whatever. Enjoy the area. It should be done during this month, so maybe in 15 days we'll have it finished. And after the joy, we are coming to the one where the door is located. Glad. The first one is cosmic unity. Now we can see a big red circle. The big one. This is the universe. And we can see dots. This is where it all started. It can be center of the universe. It can be cosmic creation. It can be creator. It can be so. And between the two, between the center and between the circle, which has no limit, which has no beginning and no end, is everything else. Galaxies, all different life forms, us, when we are ready, cosmic unity. In order to achieve that, we need to go through peace first, love, joy. Once we realize everything, yes, then we can become an equal member. Alright, now let's go inside. center of every room. It can be our home, it can be our office, it can be a warehouse, is actually the most important thing, because that one colors everything else. What we have in the center is a crystal within a crystal from Brazil. Brazil is the country known with the largest deposits of crystals in the world. And crystal within a crystal is a geological phenomenon. It takes millions of years for crystal to grow. It takes double the time for crystal within a crystal to be formed. So this one in the middle is actually our connection to South America and all continents. And around, these are our quartz crystals from tunnels, 6 of them. So the idea is that we color with energy of the pyramids the planet. Now, the Chinese developed Feng Shui maybe as early as 5,000 years back, officially about 3,000. And they realized very early that in the nature there is always energy flow. But not only that, they realized that different directions affect different aspects of our life. For example, south, where red color is the color, where fire is the element, where summer is the season. South affects our reputation, our image. Southwest, love and marriage. West, children, creativity. Northwest, helping other people, travel. North, career, life path, knowledge, wisdom, family. So different aspects of our life. How does that work? Well, when we are building our homes, it's very important to have the home with all parts, because if you cut a part, if it is missing, it means you are going to affect that aspect of our life. And what we did here, because since we have all the parts, the idea, you want to strengthen certain aspect of your life, for example, marriage. If you want to do that, that's fine also. Nobody's perfect. Take this direction, little intention, very important. Strengthen that. So we have 8 directions actually here. Also, according to the same science and art, Feng Shui is science and art, 2 most important are these 2, southwest and southeast. Southwest, female energy. Southeast, male energy. And this is really the most important triangle in your home, and that one has to be done right in your home and in your life. The walls. What we have on the walls, we have 2-dimensional optical illusions. This is the level number 1, which is the most obvious. We have a pyramid shown here. You can see 4 triangles or 4 sides. And then if you look a little bit more closely in the center, look at it, what can you see? Can you feel the depth?
Yes.
Go inside. Oh, these are like the walls. Well, once you feel this 2D, it becomes 3D. And then imagine you want to strengthen this aspect of family. You surrender yourself and then you move through space. And then you can use this pyramid as the cosmic gate. That's level 1, which is rather obvious. To the right and to the left is level 2. This one here is the same thing, a little bit less obvious, but then you look at the one in the center, it's like a black door. So you go and open that black door during the deep meditation. Or you open the white door, 2 opposites. And the next level, you have 4 pyramids here. You use one Bottom right, the white one, bottom left, upper right and upper left. And then you start moving through space and time. I'm saying different levels. Same thing with the meditation. You have people practicing different types of meditations. And for example, in India we have Brahma Kumaris. Brahma Kumaris, anybody aware of them? Brahma BK? Brahma Kumaris, there are about 1 million of them. They're doing a great humanitarian work in India. I was really impressed when I saw how much they're helping people from the streets, getting them into apartments, and doing some useful work. But when it comes to the real member of BK, I would call them elite. All they do is they meditate all day long. And I was on a retreat there for 8 days, and they would start day 3:30 a.m. I would always skip that one, I sleep at that time. But then 6 o'clock meditation, 9 o'clock meditation, 11 o'clock meditation, 2 o'clock meditation, meditation. They got it so much from the early age. When they meditate with their eyes open. They are open, focus at one spot, they see nobody. So now imagine if you are Brahma Kumaris, then you can travel through any of these pyramids. Focused, and you go through space. So everything is, working on different levels. This pyramid also. The first level, oh, it's nice. Of course, we left the top open. Our pyramidion is made out of the glass, so we can get some daylight. In the evenings, we plan to have a laser. So laser will be like an energy beam going through top of our pyramid, like in Luxor, in Las Vegas. As far as the use of our pyramids, so far in the last couple of months, different uses really. We have people doing concerts here, playing music, dancing, meditating, having wonderful talks here about the previous civilizations, about the philosophy, about different things. And really, when you relax a little bit and you try to feel the place, then all this energy from the quartz crystal starts coming up. People can feel the vibration in our hands. Okay, this is the story about the pyramids here. And once we finish the summer house there, this little complex that we started in February will be completed this year. Okay, anybody wants to say something or do something? Yes, no? If not, we're going to continue with the, our second valley. There are more installations to see.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's nice. We're proud of it.
Is this pyramid ratio is same like Cheops ratio?
No, it's different. It's not 52 degrees, it is less. This one is between Cheops and the Bosnian pyramid. It's between.
How did you choose the angle?
Angle was actually not so important for us.
Okay.
Our main concern was this ratio 369, or the formula 369. When it comes to the angles or the slopes, there is an idea that number one, the slope affects the movement of the energy flow within the pyramid, and number two, that it creates different frequencies, and every one of us has different frequencies. In Egypt, they would use anywhere from 28 degrees to 66 degrees. Cheops is a 52. It's like this. So 45, 52. And the Nubian pyramids, 70. The Bosnian pyramids also closer to 28. And there is a pyramid in Egypt, it's called the bent pyramid. And there is a photo, bent, because it is actually bent. It starts at one angle and completes at another one. It starts at 54, completes at 43. And the Egyptologists are saying, well, they started building at 54 and they realized it is too steep, it is not structurally stable. But the Nubians are 70 degrees, they are much steeper. The thing is, they don't know.
So you don't think it's specifically important then what the actual angle is?
It is important, but every angle has its importance.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we did, we really adjusted to this wall. This is the support wall for us. So we were checking what would be in our case the most stable. But we didn't want it to be the most stable. Of course, it is like a smaller angle. So if you go like this, it's harder to keep the stability. So we find, I would say, that medium.
Yeah. The one that fits this place exactly.
Yeah. Because the only thing that kind of was not treated.
Are these walls behind the full material, or is have some cavities in it?
Okay, yes, there is some empty space which we filled with some of the rocks,
Rocks.
pebbles, clay and sand.
Mm-hmm.
So it is actually full now.
Mm-hmm.
It is full. Because we don't want a cavity because of humidity. Water can start accumulating. But then we needed support walls. Without the support walls, how they will stand. Because they don't look like support walls here, but they were. This is what we built first. We first built this wall. Later on, the pyramid walls came. This is 1 meter. And then plus, we dug about 80 centimeters.
Foundation.
Foundation.
You pour the cement and the concrete. Do you have the metal bars like armature?
Two.
Two.
One will not be enough. Two here, two there.
Metal beams. And how about the electricity you have installed here? Is some kind affects the electricity affects
No, not really. I mean, unless it is
the energy.
on, even if it is on, it's just
Small current.
doesn't really. Everything what we did is just blow this outlet in case you need fan. And fan you need in the summer. In the summer. Actually, if you have 5 people, you don't need it. But here, just last Saturday, we had 55. This summer, I think the most we had was about 75.
In here?
In here. And it was not full. Because we can have up to 15 people, 15 times 4, but not more, it was 55. You can have 50 people sitting here easy. So 100 people is capacity. But we noticed, the moment we have more than 20, 30 people, it becomes very hot in the sun. For 5 people, the temperature is much less than outside. For 50 people, I mean, you're sweating. You get outside, remember, in August, you can like opening. You can mayor, you can some singers. It was so hot. We got outside, 35 degrees. It was so refreshing.
Did you have kind of legal problems building it, or did you need some kind of special permission to build?
This is an object, structure.
Yeah.
You have to have permission. Bosnia is a funny country. I mean, sometimes you can have all the permissions, but if you are not in good standing with the municipality, then you have a problem. Doesn't matter the law.
Yeah.
You actually have to be in a good relationship with the municipality. And this is our stage right now. We have a very good relationship with the municipality and all the services. When you are getting to the park, there is like one megalith in one plate. It's saying that this park during the town hall meeting was proclaimed to be park of the municipal importance. Basically, they gave us recognition that way, and we got our permission in the urban planning division, and we have our construction permission. For the objects that were already there 2 years back. This is something new. So to answer your question, yes, we needed something, and we didn't get permission to build it, but we did build it. Because officially we have construction permission there, and now in the process is the making of the new regulatory plan for the whole area of Ravne. And since these people in the town hall, they have full confidence in us, they ask us to give them what kind of the content we can have in the wider area for the tourism development. So basically whatever we build or whatever we plan to build, it will be in this new regulatory plan. And so we have some freedom and I take advantage of it.
Good.
Yeah, because until 3-4 years back, not much support from the mayor then, and then there was no park there. So once I saw that they finally do that, what we had to, then we started building and everything came in the last stage.
And did you receive some negative comments or negative, from the press and from the media after finishing this pyramid?
This is just for them another touristic attraction.
So they not referred to you as some kind of, negative religion, and stuff like that.
Look around, the park. Who can be against the park?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But media is,
No, but then
they
you
write
see billboards talking about the modern pyramids around the world, for different purposes. And look at our symbolism also. Who can be against the peace and love and joy?
It's very clever, yeah.
But it's not for the political reasons, because this is what we think. Because once you write the word, then the word colors what we have around.
Yeah.
If we have peace and love, then this place becomes a place of peace and love. People read the message, wow, joy.
Yeah.
Wow. Smile.
Yeah, it's hard to deny
We
it.
want to instill in people those feelings and those aspects of us in this matter, not the other ones. So I usually say that this park is the triumph of the light over the forces of dark.
For sure.
Every installation that you heard yesterday and that you hear today are such positives. And then there are always some people who are against the light. Without them, the light could not be seen. But we need them. Sometimes pleasant, sometimes but we need them. Imagine that everything in our life is without the obstacles. No excitement.
Challenging, yeah.
That is without life. Okay, let me show you the rest. Now, over the next few days, we're going to have some happenings in the pyramid, and some music, some other stuff. So, but at least now we become familiar with Thank you.